Oh, what's happening in the markets right now? So, when it comes down to the stock market, I'm gonna talk about stocks and big story. After the S&P 500, the longest winning streak in years, tech stocks pulled back. AI names saw profit taking as capital rotated and value in defensive sectors. So that's what's happening in the market right now, as in June, right? July, we'll see what holds, right? But S&P 500 had a long winning streak over the last few months, over the last few weeks, right? And tech stocks pulled back. You saw those names: Meta, Google, Microsoft, right? We talked about that the last couple of weeks. And you saw profit taking after they ended up running up to all-time highs. Some of these stocks, you had Apple run up to all-time highs, Google run up to all-time highs, Amazon was even at the all-time highs. Those are three of the stocks that I know have pulled back from those all-time highs. AI names saw capital rotate into value and defensive sectors, right? We saw money going into um, value companies, defensive companies, and wherever else the money is rotating, right? You even got SpaceX, money rotated into SpaceX, right? So another thing that happened this month is SpaceX had their historic IPO, their initial public offering, meaning that this was the day that they got put onto the stock market and went public. SpaceX went public in June 2026, which raised 75 billion at 1.8 trillion valuation. So they started on the market with almost 2 trillion invested into them already. Shares on the market past 2 trillion market cap. You got space, tech, AI, and defense stocks all moved up. So that was what happened in June right there when it comes down to the stock market.
Now with the crypto space, man, we have Bitcoin hitting lows of below 60,000, hitting the 59 and $58,000 range for one coin, creating new support zones for Bitcoin, as well as the entirety of the crypto market being lower than or around the lower 2.2 trillions. And the fear and the greed indicator is extremely low. We were just looking at it. I think it was like 17%, which is a great buying opportunity because the people are fearing for the market. So when people fear, they're more inclined to sell, giving us opportunities to get in at lower prices because they sold, get in at lower prices. Now, the macro data, we have the new Fed chair. That happened. Yeah, new Fed chair, Kevin Warsh, he stepped in, taking Jerome Powell's place, and he is signaling that inflation is his highest priority, top priority, and markets are pricing in rates staying higher for longer, which is for the short term investor or the short term, I guess, what traders would have a little bit more controversy, but it is favoring long term investment and the dollar cost averaging opportunities for patient investors. Yeah.
Yeah, man. When we got something like inflation being his top priority, markets are pricing in rates staying higher for longer. Those interest rates and those interest rates staying higher for longer, things costing more for a little bit longer. It causes the market in the short term to go down. But that's when those top companies end up going on sale because it's down. So if you're a patient investor, this is where the opportunities are made. What this means for you as a beginner. Market volatility is not a reason to wait. It is a reason to start your dollar cost averaging strategy now, like I just spoke about. So pullbacks are opportunities. When prices drop, you're getting the same asset at a discount. DCA buyers love red days, right? I'm a dollar cost average buyer. Dollar cost average buyer. I love red days. I love, like I said, Meta has been the stock that I've been buying most all year. I like when it's red. I like when it ends up hitting a low in the low 500s because I know this is a better opportunity to get this stock at a better price. And the reason why we say it's at a discount is because we know that this valuable company that has came from the high of $800 is at a low at, let's say, $500-$600, and we know that this is a valuable company. Meta's not going over anywhere in the next 10 years, right? If that's the belief and the thesis, and they're adding a lot of money to our GDP, part of the Mag 7, I'm gonna love that red day, and then I'm gonna love that discount because this is a quality company. Like you got a quality pair of shoes, and you end up getting them at a price than what they're really valued at. That's exactly what it's like. And think long term, man. If you hold quality assets for for years. Short-term volatility becomes noise. Zoom out your trading view chart, right? You go into the trading view chart like we talked about, get familiar with that, go to that daily time frame and zoom out, right? If you're holding quality assets for years, that short-term volatility, like I just talked about, Meta hitting those lows, it doesn't really matter. It's just opportunity because my horizon is going for the next 3 to 10 years, right? Even longer. So I'm giving myself so much time for this stock to go back up and recover. But if I had it just in that short time frame, let's say it was a trade, I probably would have ended up getting stopped out or end up losing money on my trade because I didn't give it enough time. So that's the beauty of investing in dollar cost averaging.
Yes. Now, trying to time the market is something that is extremely hard to do, and chasing that as your entry model is terrible. You're probably going to lose a lot of your money trying to find the very tops and the very bottoms. You want to regular investing over time will always be you guessing and trying to figure out when that mark or when that top or that bottom is. And so it doesn't, getting in is the best part. Not trying to get the most returns. You staying in the market for, 3 to 10, long-term vision while investing should be your top priority, right? Now, you always want to keep your cash on standby just in case stocks, gold, right, crypto, whatever it is, goes down. So you want to have a reserve so you can employ that capital into those assets. Always have a cash reserve that you would utilize to get in when those assets have pullbacks, right? When you might even just to peep the bottom hit yesterday. Now you got the money to deploy into those assets and catch that move to the upside. So always keep that cash for them entries, man. That's the best way. And this alone right here could be the outline of your DCA structure and strategy. Utilizing all 4 of these things here is what will get you in that game. The harder part is that risk management, or the next part. Sorry, it's not hard. The next part would be figuring how much you're gonna put into the markets. Yes. Your next steps start today, man. Download Robinhood, Coinbase. Set up your account this week. It don't take nothing but an ID. You know what I'm saying? Social Security.
Pick you one ETF, right? Start with VTI or VOO, right? Invest your first $25 to $50 and start making that a habit, man. Once you do it, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel that sense of control. There's nothing, I can't really explain it, but there's nothing like being able to know that you're controlling your future. You're controlling your life right now, right? You're getting that paper, you're getting that pay, you're getting that paycheck from the job, and you're paying yourself first, 10%. You know that I just put this work in, I deserve this, and I'm giving it to myself, right? You walk around a little bit different, man. You walk into that job with more of a purpose instead of going there with like, hey, I'm just here until hopefully something falls in my lap so I can leave,
Right. Then what you can do now is create a free, emphasizing on the free, it's free. TradingView is free. Create a free TradingView account and pull up the S&P 500 chart, pull up them individual stocks, pull up the cryptos, everything that you would need to do to chart up and look at the investments that you not only use, but you maybe heard about, like SpaceX or whatever, you know what I'm saying? SoFi, Netflix, whatever. Take that advantage, take this advantage that TradingView gives you because it's free. You can put this on your phone, take advantage. Yeah.
Now you gotta, go ahead and join us in the Discord if you haven't already, man. Hit the link. Join us in the Full Circle Wealth Discord. We drop all the sauce, videos, stocks analysis, crypto analysis, everything you need to do to stay updated. But then, most importantly, you got complete access to ask us any questions, share wins, learn with the community. We're showing up every day for you guys, and we want to answer these questions. And at some point, it'll be so many questions that we might not even be able to get to yours. So ask all the ones that you want now while we're here and near.
And lastly, set up a recurring monthly or weekly investment to automate your DCA, dollar cost averaging. You gotta get that setup and that structure in, man. That is such an easy task. all of these things here will take you less than 20 minutes, 10 for real. Like these are all extremely easy things to do. I'm not gonna lie, Coinbase does have a little bit of a waiting period before you invest, so Robinhood is the way to go when it comes to
Robinhood has
taking
a
that
waiting
first-
period too. You got to put your information in there and wait a little bit.
bang. See, so regardless, all of these other four take nothing but 10 minutes of your time, man. You can set these up. Set this up to automate your dollar cost averaging structure and get your investment game rolling, man. It's only a matter of time before you start seeing those benefits, but you got to start before you even think about where you could be, man. You got to start to get a taste of what it feels like, because like Official Go Getter said, there's nothing feeling like you have conquered your day and your world when you have full control of where your finances are going, and what they're doing.
Imagine walking around
yeah.
knowing you got money working for you. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It don't even have to be a lot either. You got money that you put up intentionally that is working for you.
Okay.
You got money to spend and working for you, and you going and put yourself in position to get some more money. Like that's
top tier.
Top tier control.
No.
Top tier control. So join Full Circle Wealth today, man. Building generational wealth one family at a time, man. And we appreciate you guys being here, man. It's the longest Wealth Wednesdays that we've had, and it was great. Great experience, great webinar. Join the Discord. We got the link in the bio in the description. Drop your questions in the chat. Drop them in the Discord, whatever it is. We are here available for you, man. Flash, what you got to say for us, man?
Full Circle Wealth, man. Tap in on all social platforms, man. We there. Join the Discord. Tap the links, man. We going live every week on Twitch on Wednesday. Today's July 1st. You have a good rest of your day, man, and start these.
Yeah.
Do at least 5 of these today. You got 5 things to do, man. Do at least 5 of them. And watch how you skyrocket, man. Full Circle Wealth.
Full Circle Wealth, man. It's your boy Go Getter.
And it's your boy Flash, man. That was your webinar. That was our webinar. Thank you for showing up.
Catch you next week, man.
We gone.